think I belong here. I don't think I fit in.
Oh, nonsense. Of course you do.
Oh, no, I mean it. I mean it. It's just somebody must have goofed if I gotta stay here another day.
Peace! It's Professor Griff, public enemy, the ex-minister.
Which means it's too strong.
Greetings, 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 greetings. Can everyone hear me? Quan, what's good with you? Can everyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Can everyone hear me? Salute, Quan. You can hear me? Tina, okay, Tina said y'all can hear me. And can everyone hear me on IG? I'm not going to be on there long. Just, you get to one of those moments where you're trying to contend with, well, first of all, peace, everyone. What's today? Wednesday? I don't normally come on Wednesday. I got a whole bunch of things to do, but Quan, you know how you get to the point where you have to tell people, I got time today. What happens when black people say that? I got time today. I got time today. That's what I should have called this. I got time today. So to make a long story short, the short story shorter, let me read you a text message. By the way, the name of this show is Meet the Focker. Some Oreo NEEDGROWPEAN decided to send me some disrespectful ass text message. And I'm going to read it to you. All right? Is that cool? Would you like to hear it? I mean, help me out. Because I could get off here and go get some rest and go back to doing music and doing what I was doing. Okay. Today, 10:49 a.m. All right, we're going to call this dude Greg Focker just for lawsuit purposes. I don't know him. Y'all don't know him. I guess y'all don't know him. I don't know. But for right now, we're just going to call him Greg Focker. All right? Man, this is him now. Man, I guess you may have blocked me. Whatever. That's the first thing he wrote. 10-something this morning. Then he writes back. I didn't say anything. He wrote again. I wrote you something heartfelt, but it's not sending. Okay. Then he says, do you always react so angrily to black folk that it may ask you why you feel how you feel? First of all, Mr. Focker, I'm not on here to tell people how I feel. The show is called Serious Minds RNTV. We try to state facts. We go over a news article. We try to pull out the facts. And I open it up because this is definitely the people's power at work, because I ask the people. So I rarely get into how I feel. This is not about how Griff feel. Right? It's not a feeling kind of thing. All right, I hope I answered that. Hold on. The way you came at me based off of race was a true sign of ignorance and the inability to discuss your convictions like a man. Quan, you are absolutely correct. There is nothing worse. And please, women, if you're out there and you're listening, please listen to me. There's nothing worse than an emotional bitch ass nigga caught up in his feelings. All right? But back to what he said. Thank you, Quan. The way you came at me, I didn't even mention race until Greg Focker brought it up yesterday. We were talking basically about those Uncle Toms and Uncle Thomasinas who with every chance they get sell us out. And they've demonstrated this to us over and over and over and over again. We talked about the race aspect is always present when I come on my show, especially if we're talking about Ron DeSantis, if we're talking about Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson. Then Tim Scott and other people's name got thrown into the fray. So, of course, but this, Greg Focker took it personally. Okay. He says the way I came at him. No, I was just responding to you based on what you put in the comments. All right. It's a true sign of ignorance. Now he's calling me ignorant now. Okay. And my inability to discuss convictions, your convictions. I don't discuss my convictions. This is not personal. This is not personal. Now, if I was to get on the show and make it personal, I wouldn't open it up to the audience to respond, to talk to me. Every show I say, come on, talk to me, because I want to hear what you have to say. This is definitely about people's power. This is definitely not about your bitch ass. All right? You the one that came on the show saying that you were half black, half white. You're the one came on the show bragging about how you're able to kind of deal with it from both angles. How is that? Just because you're born of a mixed race, black man, white woman, white, black woman, white man, that you figure you can deal with it from both angles? How is that? What qualifies you other than the fact that, yeah, your mom and dad was drunk enough to have sex in the back of a fucking pickup truck and have your dumb ass? What qualifies you? What qualifies you to have this conversation from both angles, dealing with race, because you're mixed? Help me out. Okay. We're gonna get back to that. Don't go nowhere. Because you think I should spew out and discuss my convictions on my show. I can do that. It's my show. I can do that. But I don't choose to do that. My convictions are my convictions. This is why I open up the show to ask everyone else to have the conversation with me. A mature, respectful one at that. And trust me, you don't know me, bruh. Yesterday was respectful. So he goes on to say, I apologize that I am able to debate both sides for the sake of conversation. Now here he is pinning medals on himself. Nigga, you bragging about the fact that you're able? No, excuse me, he's not a nigga. He a NEEDGROWPEAN. This NEEDGROWPEAN is bragging about the fact that he can make a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich all by himself. Griff, Focker, sit your ass down some goddamn where. I am also sorry my heathen parents didn't consult with black and white supremacists prior to creating me. We don't know why your mom and your daddy got together to have you. We wouldn't even know if you was mixed if you didn't come on here and say that. All right? Okay. But I'm putting this out here to serve notice to everyone else that want to come flex. All right? and texted me BS like this. Now, I could have deleted this, blocked him, and went on about my business. But this is B, not A, typical, all right, of weak-ass Negroes that our black women got to deal with when it comes to even making any kind of progress with dealing with these sorry fuckers. So, Greg, sit your ass down and pay attention. Thank you. Things you said are on par with white supremacists. I anonymously send you money. So this is the validation now. This is why he feels he can talk to me any kind of way, and he can come on the program and say whatever he want to say, and he don't get checked because he sends me money. When the fuck did you ever send me money? And trust me, bro, your little breadcrumbs is not wanted over here because I don't give a fuck what you send me, $1 or a fucking dime. I'm not going to change what the fuck I say on my fucking platform because you send me money. Fuck out of here. I cannot be bought. No one. I don't give a fuck how much money you send me. Plain and fucking simple. And guess who've offered me more money than what you ever could offer me? Them other people. So shut the fuck up about you sending me money. You sending me money anonymously. Who gives a fuck? No, fuck that. That bitch ass nigga ain't getting no coins back. He gonna get some advice. And he keep fucking around, he might get these hands. Anyway. Let me tell y'all something. Seriously, man. Y'all better contact Mayweather about my track record, man. I'm like Mayweather. I'm fucking 40-0. Mayweather may be 50-0. I'm not fucking around with y'all like that. Not when it comes to my life. I'm going to protect it at all costs. No, it gets worse. Hold on. Check this out. Then he goes on to tell me that he'll continue to. Fuck you, man. Don't send me nothing. Don't text me. Don't come on the show. Don't do nothing. Fade, bro. Then he sends me another message because I didn't respond. I know you're an old head. Now, this is him talking. I know you're an old head. No disrespect. I wouldn't be texting this if I didn't care. Okay, this is where I got to press the pause button, right? This shit is hilarious to me. This is where I got to press the pause button. Y'all help me out. How would you respond to that? The sentence before that, he'll continue to send me money. We already talked about that. Then he goes on to say, I know you're an old head, no disrespect, right? I wouldn't be texting this if I didn't care. I'm going to put my phone down. Talk to me. What could he possibly care about? Texting me this 10 a.m. in the morning. What was even said yesterday that hurt anyone's feelings? You said, I think he want to be your girlfriend? Anyway, this is almost over. This motherfucker wrote a lot. 10 a.m. in the morning. This motherfucker woke up in his feelings. Hold on. He says, but it needs to be said, you need to learn how to talk without going directly to race. Quan, I'm gonna need your help. Talk to me. I need to talk without going directly to race. Does anyone remember the show yesterday? We were talking about Ron DeSantis' racist ass, racist policies. When it has to do with quote unquote real human beings that they call, and they wrote in a law called illegal aliens or immigrants. We were talking about Elon Musk. We were talking about Tucker Carlson. We were talking about bootleg handkerchief head Negroes like Larry Elder and Tim Scott and Uncle Charles Barkley and a few other imps. All right? And this dude want to write me 10 a.m. in the morning talking about I need to learn how to talk without going directly to race. What is it? You're not comfortable with who you are as a man and you can't handle the race conversation? Well, the race issue is going to be in every conversation I have. Because the topic was about race. Thank you, Quan. I don't know what planet this dude is on, but we're going to finish. Hold on. Hold on. Squad-a-do. I was the same guy who was discussing MK Ultra and the Manchurian Candidate on your show the other night. I wasn't discussing that. So I don't know what the fuck you were discussing, but we never had a conversation about that. And anybody that was on here the other night can verify that. We weren't talking about that. Because if we would have been talking about that, then I would have broke out the books, the articles, the documents I have, and we would have mentioned a couple of films and we would have dove in it. But we weren't talking about that. I don't know whose show you were on, bro, but we weren't talking about that. Anyway, we had good dialogue and you understood. I knew more than the Johnny Come Lately fanboys that only show up to ask you about PE stuff. So he's disrespecting y'all by calling y'all who come on here and dialogue with me fanboys. That's rather disrespectful. All right, okay, let's go. So please treat folk with respect that respect you. Thank you. Peace and love. Then I don't answer. I guess the silence is getting to him. So he decides to write again. He says, me just interjecting on live IG account with some talking points for the sake of salvaging the slow movement of the show isn't a reason to tell me to pick a side. That's the same shit whites do. This motherfucker reminds me of a fuck. You know when the fucking pubic hairs get loose in your underwear, and because you're in public, you can't reach down and scratch it or yank the motherfucker out and throw it over your shoulder for good luck. Well, he's worse than that. So I responded hours later, because I don't do fuckboy shit early in the morning. I said, it's a show. No one ruins it. No one. The people that say whatever they say on the show, they say, I choose to read it and share it with the audience, or I dialogue about it, or I move on. I'll put it up on the screen or whatever. I said, the show is not moving slow. People are thinking and I give them time to think. And there are things on my screen I just don't choose to deal with. And sometimes I choose to deal with those statements and comments, and sometimes I don't. That's just the nature of the show. Like I'm reading stuff on the screen right now. Sometimes I'll put it up. Sometimes I'll mention it to you guys and we'll dialogue about it. That's the beauty of the show. That's truly having a people's show. This is the people's party. Right? If this was just straight me to you and you get a chance to say nothing, who the fuck want to tune into a show like that? Then I went on to say, about an hour later, because I thought about it, if you are impotent in your ability to think past your Oreo cookie ass status, then by all means brag about your superior status as a half-white male and a slower black child. The end. Now I know y'all saying, Griff, why are you wasting your precious time on this dude? You don't even come on Wednesday. No, I don't. I'd rather be going for a walk right now, collecting my thoughts. Brothers, let me say something to you. Those of us that are serious about raising the vibrational pitch of our thinking into the minds of God. All right? If people want to come on the platform, but because they feel some kind of way about their white mother or their black daddy or vice versa, that is not my problem. I am not a therapist. When you come on the show and the conversation is what it is, get the fuck in where you fit in. All right? I said yesterday, and I'm going to say today, my job is to fill this room up or to clear this motherfucker out. Plain and simple. He came on talking about he's half white, he's this, that, and the other. That is entirely up to you, sir. Greg Focker, not me. If you want to interject that and have that conversation, that is entirely up to you. So let me say this. We've had people in history, our elders and some now ancestors, all right, that were mixed race. You've never heard me say one disrespectful thing about them. Thank you, Quan. Let me post that. I'm going to say this, and y'all could just take it and run with it. If it was not for Master Fraud Muhammad, who taught the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who then taught the rest of us, and now the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is carrying on the word. If it was not for the Clarence 13X Smiths of the world, if it was not for the Noble Drew Ali's of the world, all right, if it was not for the Ivan Van Sertima's of the world, who most of these individuals, I don't know their mom, dad, whether they mixed or not, I don't know. I could spend an hour running down a list of people that I've studied and tried my best to be the embodiment of their teaching, right? But you don't hear me being disrespectful towards them, whether they mixed or not. It's not my thing. I don't do that. If I can extract something positive and pass it on to you from any of those individuals that I mentioned, the ones I failed to mention, which is about another 200 of them that I've studied, whether I purchased their book, sat in the audience, got a chance to meet them, I had a dialogue with some of them, all right? Yeah, I can mention Shashi McIntyre. Most of y'all don't know who she is. So I'm saying to you, for Greg Focker to send me a message like that at 10 in the morning, I was really trying to make sense of it all when I read the message. Sometimes I get messages. A lot of times I just don't. A lot of times I just get threats. Like, yeah. That sounded kind of childish when I read to you. That just sounded kind of, yeah, dude was in his feelings. Some emotional ass, bitch ass nigga in his feelings. Bro, this is grown folks shit here, bro. We are talking about, at the period of time that we're living in, when there's this gender war going on, fostered by our open enemy, who have black men and black men and black women online at each other's throats. No, bro, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I was being jovial yesterday about him listening with the black side since he didn't understand what I was talking about. Yeah, so let this be a lesson to all of us, including me. These kind of people, yeah, bro, we can do without. Because all you going to do is get in the way, man. And we either going to step on you or over you. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. There's a gentleman that made a comment today that I do have to admit. I hope I saved it. I'm going to save it for tomorrow. I do have to admit, it really pissed me the fuck off. And I made a comment under his post. He said that black women have been more of an enemy to the black man and the black community than any white man have ever been. Nigga, what? Nigga, you need to sit down and have a conversation with your mama, bro. Because you got some serious fucking issues making a dumbass statement like that. But I ain't got time to deal with that today. I'm going to bring it back down. Get back on my square. Round it out. And we're going to talk tomorrow. So do me a favor, man. If y'all see Greg Focker, tell him the fuck out of here, man. It's Professor Griff. Revolution will not be televised. This motherfucker might be digitized. Peace. Whew. Peace, fam. I got to go. Peace. Great filibuster. What's good, man? I'm about to come on tomorrow. I can't even. Yeah. I'm trying to wrap my stuff my head around these people, bro. That was a message to Greg Focker, though. Meet the Fockers, the NEEDGROWPEANs, the NEEDGROWPEAN politics. All right? I love y'all to life, man. Peace.